everybody, and welcome on into this week's edition of Around the Horn. We have a great show set up for you guys today. We've got Coop's Corner, of course, an interview with the Director of Housing, Mary Chaplin, and we followed the Gatemen around the community to see what they're doing for their outreach. Stay tuned for all that and more on Around the Horn. Welcome on into Coop's Corner. I'm Megan O'Brien, joined alongside Wareham Gatemen manager Cooper Ferris. And Coop, the past 2 days looked outstanding for the Gatemen, but before that was quite the opposite. What is the difference between the team of the last two nights compared to the team before?
I think more than anything else is accountability. You know, we talked to them, I got after them pretty good a couple of days ago about, you know, where they are, where they want to be 4 years from now, you know, being accountable for their actions. You know, this isn't your ordinary summer league games. You know, these are games where, you know, they're going to have to, you know, show what they can do and show them they know how to play. I told them to just do things to help us win. You know, and you know, all the statistics and everything will take care of themselves.
Now, the season isn't even at the halfway point yet. What is your outlook on the team's future?
Well, the big thing still, again, is we got to get deep with our starting pitching, which, you know, has been a problem the last two weeks. You know, we just need to get deeper into games and not have to use 4 or 5 arms every night. And, you know, I think offensively, the guys are settling in. I think they're having good approaches, and you know, it's hard to stay consistent when you're always scrambling. You know, and our starting pitching, you know, we've gotten some good stuff, you know, out of 2 or 3 of them, but we need everybody to kind of step up and do their thing, and you know, that's going to be the key to it all. I think this summer is just letting our offensive guys get into a rhythm on both, and when they're playing defense, letting them get into a rhythm. It's hard to play defense when you're, you know, 3-0, 3-1 all the time, you know, and throwing a lot of pitches. So, you know, the big thing is trying to keep our focus and just playing the game.
Now, the other night at Falmouth, the team looked unstoppable. Kyle Cody came out, was nearly flawless, and Scott Efros did a great job closing up that game. But the team played a clean game, one of their first of the season clean games. What was your impression of that game?
Well, it goes back to what I just talked about. Kyle was filling the zone up. Strike one was very important. Scott came in, did the same thing. They stayed ahead of the hitters. It's easy to play defense when you know the ball's going to be hit at any moment, you know, but when, you know, you're out there forever, it seems like it's hard to stay focused. So, you know, the big thing is doing that, you know, get ahead of the hitters and, you know, letting these guys play a little bit.
Now, you told me in the first week the key was chemistry and trying to make everybody get along and gel together. The following week, it was people not overpowering themselves and not trying to do too much. What's the theme of this week?
Well, now we just need to stay consistent. Just, you know, basically, you know, stay within ourselves and not try to do too much, and you know, get those. You know, this game's a lot of 2-strike, 2-out hits, and if you watched last night, we gave up 2 2-strike home runs, which should never happen. And you know, the teams that get them generally win. The teams that don't. And hopefully we can have the ball bounce our way, and you know, we've hit some balls really hard right at people, and you can't get frustrated. You just got to keep putting good at-bats together. So I think right now is just getting those big hits and making those big pitches. And, you know, it's now, you know, it's time to do it now. And, you know, we're getting to where we know the guys pretty well and know what they can do, and trying to get them in the right positions and right places in the batting order. So we'll see what happens.
Now, Willie Calhoun has been on a hot streak, it seems like, all season. What do you say to him as his coach to kind of keep that hot streak alive?
Nothing. I just want to leave him alone right now. The big thing about Willie, he's a good hitter. He keeps his hands back a long time. His bat stays through the zone a long time, which is what most pro guys do, and that's what you want all your hitters to be able to do, because it gives you a chance and at the plate. And Willie does a good job with that. And right now, you just kind of watch what he's doing. When you're going good, you got to pay attention to what you're doing. And that way, when you're not going good, you know what to do to fix it. So we're trying to. As a coach, I'm trying to really watch him, see where his hands are, see where his foot stride length is, see this, see that. Just trying to get a good memory of what his swing looks like right now. That way, if something should fall apart, then we can do something about it.
Now a few players have left and joined the Gatemen. What do we expect to see tonight at Spillane from the Gatemen against YD?
Well, we got some more guys coming in today. Shortstop Errol Robinson will be here today at 3, and we got another player come in last night. So we'll see. How they, again, you got to, when guys coming in and guys leaving, you got to constantly mix and match, and you got to, make sure the chemistry stays good. So I think right now we've got a good chemistry going. The guys are there early. They like each other, like being at the ballpark, and I think for the most part they get along.
All right, well, best of luck to you tonight, and congratulations on the last 2 wins. I look forward to catch up with you again next week.
Okay, I hope we'll have many more.
Well, it was a busy week for the Gatemen at Spillane Field with 4 home games. On Wednesday against Yarmouth Dennis, the Gatemen exploded out of the gates. They had a 4-run first inning, and then later Kyrie Washington blasted his first home run of the summer. Later on, though, the Red Sox came back, but Chris Chinea tied the game up with a pinch hit in a crucial spot, and Charlie Warren preserved the tie late in the game.
The 2-1, and this one is going to be hit. Slow roller. Will it get through? Yes, it will, and into right field. Rounding third and heading home is Andrew Kisner. Washington extends his hitting streak and gets another run up on the board for the Gatemen. The 1-2. This one is going to be chopped and through for a base hit, as it does not clip Rosenbaum as he ran past it. Every base runner will advance a base, including Kyrie Washington, who comes in and scores. Now 4-0 Gatemen.
Kyrie Washington, the cleanup hitter, will lead things off. He'll be followed by Danny Rosenbaum and Jake Little. First pitch, swinging high fly ball out to right center field, tailing away from the center fielder Stevenson, and that'll get out of here. Kyrie Washington bombs one out of here to right center field, and it's 5-0 Gatemen.
The 1-0. This one is going to be ripped and through for a base hit into left field. Rounding third and heading home is Jake Little. The play at the plate will be cut off. The Gatemen have tied the game here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The 2-2. This one is going to be hit opposite field and through for a base hit into right field. Charlie Warren picks it up. He's going to throw home. The play at the plate will be... Got him! Charlie Warren guns him out and preserves the tie game here as we enter the bottom of the 9th inning. What a play by Charlie Warren in right field.
On Friday against Orleans, Andrew Zapata was outstanding in relief, and the Gatemen tied up the game on a Keaton Aldridge base hit before the Firebirds held on to win.
The 2-2 from Zapata, swing and a miss, and down goes Edwin Rios. This one is going to be hit and off the glove and through for a base hit. The infield was in against Keaton Aldridge. 1 run comes around and scores. DeGroat picks up in shallow left field, holding Lacey at third. But the Gatemen have tied things up here in the 7th.
The Gatemen squared off with the Kettleers on Sunday, and Corey Ray, Willie Calhoun, and Jake Little provided plenty of offense en route to the 7-6 Wareham win.
Jackson McClellan sets. Fires the 2-2. And this one is hit back up the middle, and that'll be through for a base hit. Scoring is Rosenbaum. Charlie Warren is going to stay at third. Advancing to second is Corey Ray. He's safe in at second base. The throw came from center field to home in case Warren tried to advance, and Corey Ray took advantage of that. Willie Calhoun at the plate represents the go-ahead. This one is going to be hit and through for a base hit in between first and second base. And it's misplayed by Weissman in right field. He just ran right past it. Coming around to score is Corey Ray easily. And advancing to second is Willie Calhoun. Calhoun a little slow to get up. Wonder if he got hurt sliding in, but he's definitely going to be satisfied as he now ties the game.
Jake Little will lead off. facing Ashton Parrott, working from the stretch. First pitch swinging, a high fly ball out to left field. Going back is Shaw. He's looking up, and that's out of here. Jake Little with a solo home run on the first pitch of the 5th inning. 6-5 Wareham. The 1-2 home, the runner is off. Called strike 3. Ryan Olson grazes the outside corner, and he slams this one shut. 7-6, the Gatemen top the Kettleers, and Wareham with back-to-back wins, Sean. On Monday in the series finale against Yarmouth Dennis, Nick Halamaderis crushed his first home run of the season to give the Gatemen a 2-run lead late in the ball game.
The 0-1. This one is going to be chopped back up the middle, and is going to be through for a base hit and into center field. Calhoun comes around and scores. Robertson comes around and scores. That's a 2 RBI single for Chris Chinea, who ties things up here in the bottom of the 1st inning.
Now here in the Cape League, 3rd appearance of the summer. Here's his 2-1, hard hit ball. Robinson will field, flip, and the throw from Robertson, it gets there in time. A 6-4-3 twin killing. Can be aggressive on the base pads at times. The 1-2, breaking ball, and Halamaderis launches this out to right field. That gets out of here. Nick Halamaderis goes yard. It's a 2-run shot, and the Gatemen lead. Wareham is back at home on Thursday and Saturday. We'll see you at Spillane Field.
And Kyrie, you've really been hot from the plate, taking on that pinch hitting role. How do you mentally prepare yourself to come up and get a hit when the Gatemen really need it?
Well, Coach Coop is always telling me to be ready to swing whenever, so I'm always down, getting ready, swinging every inning, so I'm always ready.
Now, you told Mike, our broadcaster, earlier that you've really been working on your swing, and you started off offensively a little slow this season, but now things are starting to come together. What in particular have you worked on in your swing?
My bat path, definitely. Driving balls right center, because I know I can drive it to left field, but when they pitch me away, it's tough to go to the right side, so that's what I'm working on.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck to you today, Kyrie.
Thank you.
I'm joined by Danny Rosenbaum, the 3rd baseman for the Gatemen. And Danny, before you were kind of sharing that role with Andrew Kisner, but now it's all up to you. How does that feel?
Feels good just to know that I'm expecting to be the guy every day. So I guess it's a little more pressure on me just to perform every day, but I feel like I'm up to it.
Now, you told me last week that you typically play first, but you can play third. How has your adjustment been so far to just primarily third base?
Well, at school I mostly play first, but last summer here I played a lot of third base, and I enjoy playing over there, and I feel like I'm pretty comfortable after playing just 2 games over there this summer. So I feel like I'm making a pretty good adjustment.
And now, how does a clean game like yesterday's win help you going into today?
It just gives us confidence and gives us a chance to get on a roll, and as a team just to continue to keep playing good baseball and trying to get another win today.
All right, well, thanks so much for joining us, and best of luck to you today.
Thank you.
I'm joined by pitching coach Jim Lawler. And Coach Lawler, there's a new pitcher on the mound today. What do you think so far of Kalish?
Well, number one, he's coming off rehab. He's had Tommy John, and he's thrown. So we're going to have to watch his pitch count, but he's a mature veteran guy who's been in the league before. And so I expect him to throw strikes, and he's a good sinker ball pitcher, and I'm expecting him to give me 4 or 5 innings at least.
Now, yesterday, Kyle Cody came out, got the job done, and then you had Scott Efros come in with great closing. How has the pitching staff been adjusting to this league?
Well, they got adjusting to me more than anything. But no, they got to get out and get rid of the extra effort that they think they have to do to pitch in this league. Just got to pitch. And so, I thought both those guys, 3rd time out now, starting to settle in, and they both were outstanding last night.
Now, you told us earlier you're still trying to see what guys have to try to develop some type of lineup for pitching and some type of rotation. How is that development going?
Well, I think the biggest thing right now, I'm trying to start some guys and then roll them over and relieve them. So it's giving me more opportunities. Instead of staying with the same 5 guys, like you look at Ryan Olson. He started and relieved, and he's starting. Number one, for their development, I'm trying to do both and see where they're better because I've never had them before. Because if you're going to win, you got to have closers. Efros right now are our better guy there, but we need more than one when you're playing every day. So I like to give them different roles. The Williamson kid I've started and put him in the bullpen. And you find out more. Some guys can't relieve, but some throw a lot better relieving because they don't think. Just go out and throw. And so that's the reason you roll it, because they don't know what they are either yet.
Welcome on into this special segment of Around the Horn, where I'm joined by Mary Chaplin, the Wareham Gatemen Director of Housing. Mary, welcome to our show. Thank you so much for coming.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, what exactly is the Director of Housing?
I and Geraldine Dias, we match players with their host families. We recruit host families, and then we put the players in the host family homes. That's basically it, and we just have to be ready sometimes to place a player with short notice.
Now, it sounds simple, like you just place the players with host families, but obviously a lot more goes into it.
Each player fills out a questionnaire, and each host family fills out a questionnaire. And then we try to match their preferences. We're especially careful with allergies. And so we can't place, say, a player with cats in a house that has cats. And then a host family might require players rather, that work. So we wouldn't put a player who doesn't want to work there. So it's a matter of putting together the puzzle pieces and making sure we're matching the right people.
How do you find families around the community who are interested in hosting a player?
Well, this year we advertised in the newspapers. We put the word out through the school system. And a lot of it is word of mouth. For us, we were volunteered. So it's word of mouth, and then what happens next is we interview the family and make sure everything's okay and talk to them about what's expected of them. And if everything goes well, then we place a player there.
Now, you have been hosting players and interns for quite some time now. What is one of your favorite memories of being a host family?
Oh, that's tough because each one has a favorite memory. We can tell you stories about all of them. It's just watching them become part of the Gatemen and part of our family, because we really treat them like a son. We call them our summer sons. And they usually blend right in. And we had 2 of the broadcasters, and they were with us the entire 4th of July, and they took part. They ran the road race in Mattapoisett. They played wiffle ball with us and bocce, and it was great. So it's watching them become part of our family.
Now, this year you're hosting Willie Cool and Kyrie Washington, and you
Yes.
told me a little bit earlier how they love when you come to the game and you have your little special names that you yell so they can hear you in particular.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your relationship between Willie and Kyrie.
It's great. How can I say it? They let me tease them. They get my jokes, which is important. And they're really good. They just let me know where they're going, and it's all good.
Now, after the summer is over, you said they become your summer sons, but after the summer, do you keep in touch with the players?
I do. Especially after they're drafted, I will check up on them on milb.com, and I'll send them an email, hey, congratulations, good work. And especially if they're drafted by usually an East Coast team, then we go up to Lowell, the Lowell Spinners, and watch them and catch them there and watch them play a game.
What is the most rewarding part of being a host parent?
It's helping the players fine-tune their skills so they'll be in a better position to be drafted, and to help them with their career. So it's been rewarding in that way. We love baseball, and it's fun to follow them later. But it's just to help them with their career.
If anybody is interested in being a host family, you can contact Mary Chaplin or go through our website at www.gatemen.org. Jose, you just joined the Gatemen and arrived yesterday. What's it feel like to be out here today?
Well, it's amazing. This is a kid's dream to be out here and playing the best league in college baseball. I'm looking forward to a great season and to get started.
Now, yesterday you got to see the Gatemen come away with the win. What was that like watching from the stands?
Well, it was great. I mean, I wish I was out on the field with them, but I was able to get here and see a victory. And hopefully, I heard the team was struggling before that, but hopefully I could help the team onto more victories.
And what are you looking to improve on specifically this summer?
Well, I've been trying to work on hitting the ball the other way. This past season, I tend to pull off the ball and pull balls that should be driven to the opposite gap. So that's what I came here to work on, and hopefully I'm able to get that done.
What's your biggest strength that you can bring to this Wareham Gatemen squad?
I feel like my defense. I'm not afraid of the ball. I'm not afraid to get dirty. So I feel like that's a good aspect I could bring to the team.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck for you today, and good luck on the Gatemen.
Thank you.
And Errol, you just arrived today, already set to play for tonight. How does that feel?
It feels good. I'm pretty excited and ready to go. Obviously, I've had a few days down in my house, and hadn't been much to do, so I'm ready to get on the field with these guys.
Now, you just came back from the College World Series. What can you bring from that experience to this team?
Just high energy all the time. Really, it was a blast to be down there, and really, honestly, a blessing. Really just continue with what made my team so successful in the College World Series and our entire season, and just bring that to this team.
Now, you've had a little bit of time to get around and talk to the guys. You took BP today. What are your thoughts of this team so far?
I've already met a few of the guys, and it's just, of course, going to be a bonding experience, and there's going to be a lot of time for us to, get acquainted. It's really just about playing and getting better here.
Thank you all so much for joining us on WCTV and Around the Horn. Be sure to stay tuned for next week for some more special features and all of your Gatemen news. Have a good night.